73733.
ESPN 1063.
WUUB Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station. We interrupt our regularly scheduled program for this special presentation of Inter Miami Soccer on ESPN 1063.
Gol de Messi!
The pink smoke is in the air. Inter Miami Soccer is on ESPN 1063.
Oh, it's a cannon shot! Go ahead and give him the goal of the league!
This is the Inter Miami pregame show, live from the ESPN West Palm studios. Here's Mike Rizzo.
MLS opener tonight. We are getting the stage set for some Inter Miami soccer. Folks, welcome on in to the pregame show here on the Inter Miami Radio Network. We have Inter Miami tonight squaring off against NYCFC, and we have a doozy for you coming up live from Chase Stadium. Our good buddy Ken LaVicka is going to be on the call tonight, and we have an action-packed night for you guys as we get things rolling. Now, we got to hit the Heron headlines. The Heron headlines, where we go through all of the big stories when it comes to Inter Miami. We'll get to the starting lineups, and we'll get to a lot of other things later on in the pregame. But I do want to talk about that game that happened at Kansas City in the Champions Cup. And I'll tell you what, Lionel Messi was back to his old tricks, and it certainly was fun for the KC fans.
Leo Messi! It was only a matter of time! Would he do it on a freezing night in Kansas City? The emphatic answer is yes!
Certainly a good way to start the regular season. Inter Miami obviously going 4-0-1 in that preseason. And we certainly have a lot to look forward to as Inter Miami fans as we get the season rolling within the MLS. But they were able to take care of business against Kansas City in Kansas City on a 4-degree night. And thank you to FS2 for that call. But like I said, we are getting the stage set. We do have starting 11s. We do have starting 11s tonight. I'm going to go through the Inter Miami starting 11 first. We got Fafa Pico coming in as a midfielder. We got Luis Suarez playing striker. Lionel Messi coming in off of the right side. And then onto the midfield, we have Sergio Busquets, Benjamin Cremaschi, and then David Ruiz getting the nod for Javier Mascherano coming up tonight. Jordi Alba back in that starting lineup on that back line. You got Noah Allen playing some center back tonight. And then as another center back, Toma Avias. And then finishing things up on that back line is Marcelo Widgeon. And in goal, the stout, the wall, Oscar Ustari. Coming up later on, folks, we're going to be hearing from NYCFC broadcaster Glenn Crooks. He talks about what he thinks NYCFC is going to be doing this season. We got Inter Miami and NYCFC obviously coming up tonight from Chase Stadium, 7:30. But folks, I was able to sit down with new head coach Javier Mascherano. And we talked about a lot of things. We talked about music. At least I tried to talk to him about music. But certainly Coach Mascherano is a tactician. I mean, dating back to his time for Barcelona, he was known as one of the best defenders within La Liga and one of the best defensive midfielders when he was with Liverpool. So as you know, he's a soccer guy. We will hear from him in a little bit, but it is time now to get to the NYCFC starting 11. Once again, Inter Miami, Fafa Pico, Luis Suarez, Lionel Messi, David Ruiz, Sergio Busquets, Benjamin Cremaschi, Jordi Alba, Noah Allen, Marcelo Widgeon, Avias, and then Ustari in that goal. As far as NYCFC, you got the always dangerous Alonso Martinez. He is going to be playing striker tonight for them. He had 17 goals in that MLS season last year. Coming off on the left wing, you got Agustin Ojeda, and he was someone that Glenn Crooks certainly talked about a lot with me on Pink Smoke earlier in the week. Once again, Glenn Crooks, the NYCFC play-by-play broadcaster. NYCFC expecting big things from Martinez and Ojeda. Coming in off the right wing, Haynes Wolf, and then loading in on the midfield, Keston Parks, Next up, we got Strahani Tashimezvik on that back line. We have Kevin O'Toole starting at left back. At center back, we got Justin Hack. Center back, Burke Risa. And on the right back, Mitja Elenik. And then in goalie for NYCFC tonight is Matt Freese, the American. Let's get on over to that Javier Mascherano interview. Mascherano and I sitting on down and talking about the upcoming season, talking about a bunch of fun stuff. So let's hear from Javier Mascherano right here on the Inter Miami Pregame Inter Miami Radio Network and the Heron Headlines. Javier, before we get into all the tactics and where when you're not stressing over tactics and the opponent, what could we find you doing? Do you have a hobby you like doing other than football that we should know about?
I like the other sports. I like basketball. I like tennis, but my passion is football. And we don't have too many time, or we don't have time to do other things.
Now, is it musician?
Yeah, music.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you, a future guy?
No, classic.
I see.
Very classic.
We're gonna have a lot of opportunities with this club this year with all the competitions. Just how is that? How have you been able to manage the team and all the stuff that's going to be going on with the Club World Cups and the MLS season?
No, I think we don't have to think about what is going to happen in June, July. Mm-hmm. For us, the most important thing is the next game. This is our target. Step by step. Don't think in long or so far. So try to focus in the next step.
And it's really a fun time to be an Inter Miami fan right now. You've brought in a lot of new transfers as well. Like we said, there's a lot of fun stuff coming up and cups. Is there something that you could think of that your message to the fans would be? What would your message to the fans be for the fun season coming up?
Obviously, that we are going to try to fight for all the competitions. That is our expectation and our target, but knowing that it will not be easy, but we are preparing for competing in all the competitions.
And how has it been living in Miami so far?
For me, we are very busy working. We are here for a long time during the day, so it's not easy. We don't have too many time to do many things.
Now, how important then? You obviously been very busy with the season and preseason before that. How important in your mind are those club friendlies that you guys played to kind of get ready for the season and all the cups that we got coming up?
No, it's very important. It's very important because we need it. So we need to have a very good preseason because a lot of the players they were in holiday for 2 months, and it's not easy when you have to come back. But I think we are happy with the preseason that we did.
Thank you so much, Coach. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
That was Javier Mascherano sitting on down with me. A lot of fun stuff there. I'll tell you what, Inter Miami, we talked to him about being involved in a lot of cups this year. And Inter Miami is in a lot of domestic cups this year, which means a lot of chance to get some hardware for this team this year. Obviously, having over 70 points in the MLS last year and bringing a lot back of what was on that over 70-point team within the MLS. This is going to be a really fun year, and I am certainly looking forward to taking you guys in the driver's seat here on the pregame show, halftime show, and the postgame show from here on out. Those were the Heron headlines, folks. Once again, Inter Miami winners over Sporting Kansas City in their first cup game of the season. We got Inter Miami and NYCFC coming up tonight. We're going to hear from Glenn Crooks, the play-by-play announcer who I sat down with earlier in the week, coming up next to break down a little bit of the matchup. And we will also talk about some big news with NYCFC as well. Santiago Rodriguez, a longtime player for NYCFC, getting the transfer out. So we will discuss that, and we will talk about what I think is going to be happening with this matchup tonight, what Inter Miami is going to do, and what NYCFC is going to do as well. You are listening to the Inter Miami Radio Network right here on ESPN West Palm.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Hi, this is Scott Smith of Smith, Ball, Baez, and Prather, Florida Injury Lawyers. I have said it many times before, and I will continue to say it for many years to come. There is never a good time for a car accident to occur, and most certainly never, ever a good time to suffer injuries in any type of an accident. The accident and its overall aftermath will usually cause pain, difficulty, and stress. Florida law allows accident victims to recover compensation for such losses, injuries, and damages. But such recovery is often not obtained easily and can require a lengthy fight with an insurance company. If you've been injured in an accident, call us now. Don't delay. The initial consultation is completely free of charge. The sooner you call us, the sooner we can put our experienced legal team to work for you. Don't hesitate or pause for another minute. Our experience, knowledge, and resources could be working for you just minutes after the call. If you've been injured, the lawyers at Smith, Ball, Baez, and Prather will help. Call us at 500-HELP, 500-HELP. With Smith, Ball, Baez, and Prather, help is just a phone call away.
What you might
Offices Palm Beach
anticipate
Gardens,
is their
Boca Raton, and Port
press.
St. Lucie.
Introducing the bold, the powerful, the all-new 2025 Range Rover Sport P360 SE, a luxury SUV that commands attention with its refined design, dynamic performance, and cutting-edge technology. Lease the 2025 Range Rover Sport for just $12.99 per month for 36 months. Drive in style, power, and comfort, all for just $12.99 a month. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and take the new Range Rover Sport for a spin. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
DQ Grill and Chill, always your first love for delicious treats. Enjoy the blizzard of the month, Red Velvet Cake Blizzard. Indulge in real red velvet cake pieces and cream cheese icing, blended with DQ Signature Soft Serve. Plus, the $7 meal deal remains in full effect. Your choice of a DQ cheeseburger or a 3-piece chicken strip basket served with fries, a drink, and a sundae for just $7. DQ Grill and Chill with 2 locations, 4828 Lake Worth Road and US 1 just south of North Lake.
Kaiser University's flagship campus, the 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach, extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees in the heart of South Florida. Kaiser University also has an athletic program with 20 national championships, including the 2024 Women's Swimming and Diving Championship and 2023 football, lacrosse, and men's swimming and diving titles. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest.
The pink smoke is in the air. Inter Miami Soccer is on ESPN 106.3. Let's get back to the Inter Miami pregame show. Here's Mike Rizzo.
Welcome on back, folks, to the Inter Miami pregame show right here on your Inter Miami Radio Network with ESPN West Palm. We earlier in the pregame show, we did the Heron headlines. Talked a lot about the big win for Inter Miami in their first Cup game of the year, the CONCACAF Championships Cup. And here is the decisive goal and how it sounded.
Busquets now lifts one over the top, taken down by Messi. Leo Messi! would he do it on a freezing night in Kansas City? The emphatic answer is yes.
That was FS2 with the highlight. Appreciate Lionel Messi giving us some fireworks in that first game. I'm hoping to see some similar things coming up tonight with our Inter Miami Herons taking on NYCFC. And folks, it is now time to know thy opponent. It's now time to know thy opponent. We are going to go over a little bit on what exactly New York City FC is going to want to do tonight. Earlier in the week, I was able to have Glenn Crooks on our Pink Smoke radio show, our weekly Inter Miami radio show here on ESPN 1063. And Glenn specifically talked about what he thinks NYCFC is going to be doing coming up tonight.
What you might anticipate is they're pressing, which they're pressing very high, and they're pressing in a little bit different manner with Maxi Morales leading the way, which I spoke to him a little bit about, and he chuckled. He goes, yeah, I'm doing a lot of running. Maxi's 37 years old.
Obviously, Janssen, the first-year manager with NYCFC, is coming in and trying to, I don't want to say has big shoes to fill, but NYCFC was a pretty respectable club last year. They were able to get to the MLS quarterfinals last year and were top 6 in that Eastern Conference last year within the MLS. We already talked about the guys we think are going to be doing the goal scoring for NYCFC tonight in Martinez and Ojeda. But that back line for Inter Miami is certainly something that Javier Mascherano wanted to fix in the offseason. Speaking with Glenn again, he asked me what I think the Inter Miami, or rather the biggest weakness for Inter Miami heading into the season was. And naturally, because I'm a homer, I don't think there really are any weaknesses after the transfers that were brought in. But if you remember last year, there were some problems on that back line. But Inter Miami was able to bring in a lot of guys who I am big fans of now. Maxi Falcone was a big transfer that came on in for Inter Miami. He's not in the starting 11 tonight, but this is certainly a team that we're going to be having a lot of fun with. And in my opinion, a defense headed by Sergio Busquets. I know Busquets goes box to box. He plays a lot of different positions, but Busquets has really been known to be a DM in his career, even back in his time in Barcelona. And I go all the way back to that Orlando City preseason game where Ken Levica was on the call and I did the halftime show. Busquets really made a goal-saving tackle within the box. And a lot of people thought that it could have been a card. A lot of people thought that it could have been a PK. But at closer look, Busquets got all ball. And that's the kind of player that Sergio is. I mean, he really is a savvy defender and a savvy player. And I think it's going to start with him. I know we got the new transfers. I know we got Falcone and Segovia in the midfield and a whole lot of others. But I think that big four with Messi, Busquets, Suarez, and Alba, I think that the Herons are going to be in good hands coming up this season. Now, NYCFC is going to be pressing tonight. And if we could take Javier Mascherano for one thing that we saw, or rather his coaching style, if we could take it for face value in his coaching style, Inter Miami is going to be wanting to hang on to the ball. They're going to want to set up their offense on the opposite pitch, and they're really going to want to kind of make way for Messi, right? We saw a lot of that in the preseason. We saw a lot of that last season. Well, I know Messi is going to be better than every single person on the pitch more often than not this year. I think not even more often than not. He is going to be the best player on the pitch all year long. And Mascherano is going to want to slow things down, be a possession-based team, and be able to get open look after open look. Now, as we heard from Glenn Crooks there, NYCFC certainly not going to want that to happen. They're going to be pressing. This is a pressing team, and I think you're going to see them even go at it to another level tonight when you're facing off against a team that has Suarez and Messi. You know, Suarez had 21 goals last MLS season. Messi, 21 goals last MLS season. And Messi, a guy who was even in double-digit assist numbers as well. So they're certainly going to be trying to pester the guys up top. That's why I think it's going to be important tonight for guys in the midfield. And I am actually thrilled to bits to see Benjamin Kromaski get the start tonight for Inter Miami. He is an academy kid. He has been with, Inter Miami since he was a little boy. And I love seeing players like this get an opportunity. I mean, Kromaski in an MLS opener as a 19-year-old getting the nod to start in that midfield tonight should be a lot of fun coming up at 7:30. But that is Know Thy Opponent. Thank you again to Glenn Crooks for stepping on in and coming on Pink Smoke and talking a little soccer, a little Inter Miami versus NYCFC. Folks, when we return on the other side, we are going to be looping in our good friend and play-by-play announcer, Ken LaVicka. We're going to go pitch side with Ken LaVicka coming up next right here on the Inter Miami Radio Network.
While it's not always possible to see contaminated water coming out of the faucet, the taste is difficult to ignore. And what about plastics and pharmaceuticals now in the water? The team at Culligan is here to help. Culligan offers water testing and reverse osmosis systems designed to filter out those contaminants right at the source. Culligan has been helping the local community with water issues since 1936. Schedule your appointment today at Culligan.com.
Hey, Culligan man!
Hi, this is Scott Smith with Smith Ball Baez and Prather, Florida Injury Lawyers. We are a Florida civil trial law firm that specializes in the areas of personal injury and wrongful death. Our offices are located in Palm Beach Gardens, Boca Raton, and Port St. Lucie. Our lawyers have litigated thousands of matters at the Palm Beach, Martin, St. Lucie, and Indian River County courthouses. Our lawyers, paralegals, and other numerous members of our legal team live in Palm Beach County and Treasure Coast cities and towns such as West Palm Beach, Port St. Lucie, Lake Worth, Palm Beach Gardens, Palm City, Jupiter, and others just like you and your families. We are a statewide recognized law firm, but it is your community and your families that we live and associate with on a daily basis. Our most satisfying achievement is when we know that our legal power has helped a fellow member of our Palm Beach County and Treasure Coast community secure a fair and just huge result. If you've been injured, the lawyers at Smith Ball Baez and Prather will help. Call us at 500-HELP, 500-HELP. With Smith Ball Baez and Prather, help is just a local phone call away. Offices Palm Beach Gardens, Boca Raton, and Port St. Lucie.
Breaking news on ESPN 106.3 is brought to you by St. Lucie Battery and Tire.
This just in. We begin this hour with breaking news.
When news breaks, ESPN 106.3 has it covered.
We've had developments. ESPN 106.3 can now report.
When your vehicle breaks, St. Lucie Battery and Tire fixes it. Stay tuned to ESPN 106.3 for more breaking news. Brought to you by St. Lucie Battery and Tire.
Looking to lose weight without painful injections? Introducing semaglutide oral spray, a game changer in weight loss, now available at whyweight.net. This revolutionary spray delivers the proven power of semaglutide in an easy, needle-free, affordable solution. Get started today. Visit whyweight.net to learn more about the semaglutide oral spray and take control of your weight loss journey. That's the letter Y, WEIGHT.net.
Improve your golf game fast at the all-new Kaiser University Golf Coaching Center. The Kaiser University Golf Coaching Center has the facilities, tools, and coaching you need. Enjoy the best facilities in the area with an expansive chipping and putting area, practice bunkers, a huge putting green, plus a 2,000-square-foot indoor training area with 3 hitting bays, cutting-edge analysis technology, and more. The Kaiser University Golf Coaching Center in the heart of Palm Beach County off I-95 and the Turnpike. Find out more at KaiserGolfCenter.com.
What's the Anajar Levine difference? When you're injured in a car crash, we focus on your case so you can focus on the one thing that matters most, getting better. I'm Glenn Levine with Anajar Levine. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call our legal team right now for a free consultation, 1-800-747-FREE. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. In office, West Palm Beach.
The pink smoke is in the air. Inter Miami Soccer is on ESPN 106.3. Let's get back to the Inter Miami pregame show. Here's Mike Rizzo.
Welcome on back, folks, to the Inter Miami pregame show right here on the Inter Miami Radio Network. It is now time to go pitch side with our good buddy Ken LaVicka, who is live on site handling the play-by-play tonight. He will be handling the play-by-play all season long as well. First off, Ken, welcome on in. How are the scenes there, partner? And is there anything about the starting 11 that surprises you tonight?
Well, Mike, looks like we're going to have a capacity crowd. Good to talk to you and good to talk to Inter Miami fans as we get this 2025 campaign underway. As far as the 11 is concerned for Javier Mascherano, the backdrop all week was, well, what is this 11 going to look like because of the Tuesday second leg against Sporting Kansas City right here in Fort Lauderdale in the CONCACAF Champions Cup? Well, we got our answer. The Fab Four are all in the 11. Luis Suarez, Lionel Messi, Sergio Busquets, Jordi Alba, and it is a very formidable starting 11, of course, anytime that you have half of those four. But this is an 11 to win. This is 11 to get 3 in the table. And one other question, was Drake Callender going to be available in goal? The answer is no for Javier Mascherano. It is going to be the 38-year-old Oscar Ustari, who played the vast majority of the preseason for Inter Miami. So looking to get off to a good start, and then a massive one upcoming Tuesday right here at Chase Stadium.
Appreciate you checking on in with us, Ken, but we are going to take a timeout now because, folks, it is time to get the ball rolling down there at Chase Stadium in Miami. Coming up next, folks, Ken LaVicka is going to be taking it for the broadcast tonight. Inter Miami versus Nycfc coming your way next right here on the Inter Miami Radio Network.
While it's not always possible to see contaminated water coming out of the faucet, the taste is difficult to ignore. And what about plastics and pharmaceuticals now in the water? The team at Culligan is here to help. Culligan offers water testing and reverse osmosis systems designed to filter out those contaminants right at the source. Culligan has been helping the local community with water issues since 1936. Schedule your appointment today at Culligan.com.
Hey, Culligan man!
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2025 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2025 Defender 110 P300S for just $889 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
We interrupt our regularly scheduled program for this special presentation of Inter Miami Soccer on ESPN 106.3.
Goal to Messi!
Now let's get to the pitch.
Oh, it's a cannon shot! Go ahead and give him the goal of the week!
Here's Ken LaVicka.
Last season, a historic one for Inter Miami, the most points in a single campaign in the history of Major League Soccer, a Supporters' Shield trophy. However, things left empty after a first-round exit at the hands of Atlanta United. In 2025, the quest begins tonight for an MLS Cup. It is Lionel Messi and Inter Miami playing host to New York City FC. And we welcome you to Chase Stadium on a beautiful, gorgeous, perfect weather condition Saturday night in Fort Lauderdale. I am Ken LaVicka, and it is going to be a matchup between two sides that are going two different directions heading in to this 2025 season. Inter Miami, who has fortified its roster in the offseason, already coming off of a big victory, getting the job done in a frigid first leg of the CONCACAF Champions Cup on Wednesday night at Sporting Kansas City. 1-0 the victory, and it was Lionel Messi. His greatness shone through once again with his 56th minute beautifully controlled chest to right foot to back of goal, and that was all that Inter Miami would need. Meanwhile, NYCFC, they've been